So many apps, a payment app here, a credit monitoring app there. Before you know it, there is an entire financial folder on your home screen. Mobile banking is advancing by the minute, and knowing how to use it can be overwhelming. Well, busy mom and budgeting expert Andrea Woroch is joining us today to give us a crash course in digital banking and help us save money and time in 2023. Good morning, Andrea. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on today.
All right, so let's talk here. You know, I'm one of those people that's been trying to find that financial app to help me get through all this, but there's so many out there, isn't there?
Yes, exactly. There really are so many different apps to help you reach different financial goals, maybe a savings app, a debt repayment app. But the reality is less is more, even when it comes to financial apps, because that can just make things overwhelming. You really want to manage your money all in one place. And you really don't have to look any further than your own mobile banking app. And now I know that many of us are familiar with our mobile banking app to help us deposit checks, send payments to family and friends, or make a digital payment to a utility company or something like that. But there are actually so many more things that you can do all in that same app, like manage your credit score. You can create automatic savings to reach those goals. You can even find discounts to favorite retailers, maybe book travel. So there really is no other app you need other than just using that one banking app.
I like that. Now, the big thing is we all want to, of course, stay on our budget. And how do we do that with some of these apps and be more efficient with them?
Right. I know that creating and sticking to a budget is overwhelming for a lot of people. And I get it, because where do you even start? And trying to figure out where you spend money on different bills and expenses and purchases can really just make it challenging to set a budget. So we really do want to leverage those digital tools to help you do that, because sticking to a budget is really crucial if you're planning for an activity in the new year or you just want to reach that financial goal. And a good example is the Chase mobile app. They have a budget feature that gives you information on your spending based on posted transactions. So essentially, you can track your money, where it's going, and then make changes to improve your finances. It'll help you make better buying decisions and better purchasing decisions when you're actually paying attention to where every dollar goes. And even if you don't have a similar feature in your own mobile banking app, you can just download a budget worksheet. That would work very similarly, where you list out all your expenses, your utilities, average spend on different purchase categories, and that can really help you, pay attention to your finances and improve it and reach those goals. Now, Chase actually has a free budget worksheet you can download on their website, and that's available at chase.com/financial goals. Just remember that your budget is going to tell you how to spend your money so you don't waste it on things you don't need, and then you can plan for the bigger things like a trip, the holidays, or a concert, and not feel strapped financially. So definitely make sure you're doing that this year.
Yeah. Andrea, you said something kind of interesting as you're going through all that, and that is about digital banking. How are we looking at that towards, of course, 2023, and that's going to be changing a lot?
Right. Well, we've seen a lot of people adopt digital banking in their everyday lives to take care of those daily financial tasks like depositing a check and making digital payments. But we're seeing that grow even more. And in fact, Chase released their new third annual digital banking attitude study, which found that 2 in 3 consumers say they cannot live without their mobile banking app, and more people are relying on it in their everyday lives, and it's just growing in usage. And I anticipate people really leveraging it for bigger financial tasks. So not just the day-to-day things like managing your account balance, but also maybe applying for a mortgage or a car loan, all within the app. So there are so many sophisticated things you can do all in one place by using that.
Yeah, I love it. And I know earlier you're talking about, of course, saving for activity and stuff. So really quick, any other tools we should know about when it comes to saving for those extra activities in 2023?
Yes, you definitely want to use automatic savings tools because this is essentially just going to make it easy, set it and forget it when you're planning for those bigger things like a big trip or maybe a big purchase. But also consider payment plan options. This allows you to spread out payments for big purchases. Maybe you need to buy a new appliance. Maybe you're planning for something special like an engagement ring. If you try to pay that up front, that becomes overwhelming and make you feel a little stressed out. But if you use that payment plan, you can still achieve other financial goals at the same time. And then also, don't forget about your credit score. You really need to build and maintain a healthy credit score to improve your finances. Whether you're buying a car or even just paying your monthly bills, your credit score is so important to keep things buttoned up. And you can really monitor and check your credit score using those tools as well.
So I love it. I'll tell you, there it is, saving money in 2023 with all these great apps here. Let's tell everybody where they can find more information.
Okay, so you can learn more about the Chase mobile app I talked about at chase.com/mobile. And there's also information about the digital banking tools and some of the features I mentioned earlier for improving your finances this year.
I love it. There we go. Andrea, thanks a lot for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.